Hey guys, it's Cayley. I am back with another thrift haul, and if you guys have watched the previous video, you will know that we are currently on a small little working vacation. Not so much a vacation, so much as traveling to another place, doing a lot of sourcing and getting some work done. In the part 1 video, I talked about how we are basically travel hacking to try to spend the least amount of money as possible. I mentioned how we are staying in this place for free for about a week. If you want information on that, go back and watch the first video. But I thought it would be fun to keep track of how much we're spending versus how much we were able to find projected sales for the items that we got, to see if it is really worth it to travel to a different area, go sourcing, and make some money. Before we dive into today's haul, I wanted to take a moment to talk about one of my favorite places to score finds. That is Dossier. If you guys are not familiar with Dossier is an online fragrance company that takes inspiration from luxury perfumes and colognes, and they recreate those scents but at a much more affordable cost to you. I used to spend way too much money on buying fragrances at retail locations, and oh my gosh, let me tell you, this place is awesome because the scents smell the same, but I'm not paying as much for them, which means I can get twice as much or just save some money. Recently, I have been trying the Dossier AMBERY Saffron, and this is inspired by, see if I can pronounce this, Maison Francis Kurkdjian. No idea how to pronounce that, but AMBERY Saffron. Both of these scents that I tried this month were very lightweight scents, which you guys know I really like. Top notes are saffron, orange, blossom, and then it has some jasmine in there as well. And I just thought it was a really interesting combination. Definitely unlike some scents that I've tried before. Actually, now that I think about it, I think this is a repurchase. I think I used one of these up a little while ago and I really liked it. So I'm being re-inspired, but big fan of the lightweight scents. And the next one is a very classic scent that a lot of people like. It's usually on the high rated list. This is Citrus Green Apple, which is inspired by Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for women. This one I think is my new favorite, especially moving into spring and summer. Again, very lightweight, very like subtle notes, but top notes are green apple, lime, and cedrat. Don't know what that is. All I know is I really like this one, and I really love the fresh inspired scents from the green apple. Also got the musky oak moss for Joe, which is inspired by Creed Aventus. It also has apple and some other fresh scents as well, so we're gonna match. One of the things I also love about Dossier is they have a risk-free policy. So if you try something and you don't like it, you can send back the full-size bottle for a refund. If you guys are interested in trying out Dossier, the link to the website will be down below, as well as my coupon code Elaine10, which is exclusive for my viewers if you'd like to get a discount off of your first purchase. If you end up trying stuff, let me know what you got. All right, back into this thrift haul. I mentioned in the last video, I have been wanting to just basically spend an entire year traveling to different areas, figuring out where good sourcing locations are, and just really proving that anybody can do this anywhere. We are in Charlottesville, Virginia, which I don't feel like is a place a lot of people would think, wow, there's great sourcing there, but we've actually found a ton of good things, and I find that to be true usually when I haven't been anywhere in a while. There's just a lot of stuff that people pass over, and so I am excited to share with you some of the thrift stores that I went to, what I enjoyed, what I didn't enjoy, and all of these good finds. This is going to be a pretty long video, so buckle up, and at the very end I will have some totals as to how much we spent on this trip. Spoiler alert, we're not very good at saving money on food. We like to go to nice restaurants. We like to try different places in town. It's also one of my favorite things to do. I'm just a foodie. It's what I love to do. So we did spend a lot of money on eating out and going to different coffee shops, but we also found some great items, and I think it is going to pay for the entire trip and then some. So since the first haul, the very next day, we ended up looking for a Goodwill outlet or a Goodwill bins location in the area, and the closest one that I could find was in Richmond, Virginia. So we actually traveled a little over an hour one way to get to this sourcing location. It ended up being a complete bust. I did not take home one single thing. It was a lot different than any of the bins locations that I had been to. There was just a lot less stuff. It was very disorganized. You couldn't get to every bin because they were wedged in between other bins. There was a lot of people, and just in general, the clothing I could tell was not gonna be that great. So I went through as many bins as I could and I found nothing. And then we thrifted in the area just to make use of that 1 hour trip. And I did find 2 things at this one thrift store that was nearby those bins. So this was a Goodwill location in Richmond, Virginia. I wish I would have had some more time to thrift that day and check out the rest of Richmond, but we had to get back because, as I stated in the first video, we are dog sitting and we'd already been away for, you know, a few hours. So I wanted to make sure we got back in time. So I didn't have a whole lot of time to get to many places, but I did end up snagging a couple of really good finds that day. This first one is an Orvis men's vest. This one is a larger size large, reel down puffer vest. Got snap buttons. I actually paid up for this. I paid $9.25, but I think I can flip it for around $40. As I mentioned in the previous video, I realized that I was still picking up a bunch of winter stuff, and my buyers are definitely buying spring now. So I told myself I really need to be picky if I pick up anything winter. So that was a piece I was kind of picky about and still had really great comps. Next up is this bag. This is a brand I have never heard of before. This was in the priced up section near the register. I paid $16 for this bag, but it felt very high quality, and after doing comps, I knew this was a good find. And the brand is Lowe & Sons. This bag's in really great condition. There's a couple areas I'm just gonna take like a wet wipe to, but really great comps on this. I paid, like I said, $16, and I saw comps going anywhere from like $60 all the way to $100. I think mine will probably be somewhere in the middle at like 75 or 85 bucks. So that was the very next day. And then the rest of this stuff, which I'll have to pop a little image up here on the screen of just how much stuff is sitting in front of me, but I got all of this stuff yesterday, every single piece. We went to, oh my gosh, I think we went to 3 thrift stores. I'll just kind of go in order here. The first one that we went to is called, I think it's called Twice is Nice or Twice as Nice. A thrift store I've never heard of. And so we went to this thrift store. It was kind of like a consignment thrift store. They had definitely like vetted their pieces. They know their brands, and stuff generally was priced up a little bit, but nothing like super crazy. And I found a lot of great pieces to flip, some of my favorite brands, especially being spring and summer pieces, which I can't wait to show you guys how I am prepping for spring and summer with some of these quality pieces. These are brands that I love to pick up for spring and summer. Yeah, it was a really cool store. Everything is nonprofit and a lot of their staff is volunteer. So that was pretty cool. They were telling me about that. And then at the end, after buying a bunch of stuff, they were like, oh, you should check out our second location across the street. And I was like, right across the street? And they said, yeah. So we went right across the street and went to that location as well. And I'm gonna show you guys all of it. And then we finished the day at a Goodwill. So I'll try to separate these a little bit. So this one is from the first store, the first location we went, called Twice is Nice. If you guys are in the area, I found some really good pieces there and I just really enjoyed shopping there. This one is actually for myself. It's just an oversized, lightweight green button up top. That's for me. I feel like I need to scoot up. This next one is one of my favorite brands to get, particularly in larger sizes. It is Soft Surroundings, and this is a size extra large, which is a larger size. I prefer to get the plus size, but I thought this was such a good piece that I'm gonna risk it at the extra large. I paid 13 bucks for this, but it is this really gorgeous kind of like champagne ivory gold color tunic top, asymmetrical, really pretty. I need to look up the style number for this, but I'm guessing probably around 35 to 40 bucks, maybe more depending on what the style is. Next up is a brand I got a lot of for some reason in Virginia, and maybe if you guys are from Virginia, you can let me know, but J. McLaughlin was like everywhere, which is great because I really love that brand. But not only did I find a ton of it at these like consignment-y thrift stores at Twice as Nice, but I also found them at Goodwill. So I don't know, it seems like a popular brand in the area, but I was very happy to find it. So this is J. McLaughlin. This is a size extra small women's dress. I paid $15 for this, which is probably one of the more expensive pieces I got, but I felt pretty confident in it because it is their signature Catalina cloth, which is like a nylon blend. And I'll make sure to put that in my title. Plus it was this very trendy kind of like scarf chain print, which is just like always trendy, but I thought it was a unique enough print that spending 15 bucks, I thought I could at least make 40 off of that. And at the end of this, I will total everything up because maybe some things went for more or less. It's a newer brand to me. When I did comps on this, they look pretty good. It is this brand here, 7115 by Zeki. I don't know, it felt like a high quality linen brand, which anytime I see something that looks like a Login Look high quality linen brand, I always look it up. And like I said, pretty good comps on this. I paid, this was on their $2 rack outside. We got really lucky because like I said, I'd never been there, and we like just walked outside and we're going into the entrance and realized that there was a rack outside full of $2 items, and I grabbed that from this. They originally had this priced at 40. I got it for $2, and let's see, if I remember correctly, I was gonna sell this between like 50 and 60 bucks. I'm gonna have to go fast. We have a lot of stuff to get through. Another J. McLaughlin dress, size extra small. Cute, nice print. This is the stuff I love picking up for spring and summer. I paid $15. Another J. McLaughlin size extra small dress. I paid $14 for this one. It's sleeveless. It's got some like coral reef on it. All of these are the Catalina cloth. Lily Pulitzer linen top. I did look up this exact style just to make sure it would be profitable. Size extra small. This I paid $13 for, and I think I was gonna list it for like 35 to 40. This I got on the $2 rack. They originally had it priced for 10. I got it for 2. Deer leggings. I haven't sold these in a while, but they used to be very, very popular. They usually have kind of wacky prints. This one's not as wacky, but it is a size large, so I thought that would pull it through. Capri length pair of leggings. I'll have to see how much those are going for these days, but I figured at least 25, and for $2, I couldn't pass that up. I really love selling like outdoorsy brand dresses during this time of the year. They do really well for me, so I figured that would be true this year as well. This is a horny toe dress in a size large. It is a midi length. I also paid only $2 for this. I'm gonna list it for at least 25. Oh, these are a super cute pair of cobby pants. I'm actually gonna try these on for myself, but if they don't fit, I should have no problem selling them. This is a newer label, Cobby. This brand has really taken a resurgence, but it's like only half of their styles are doing good. So I always look up the style number on the inside. This I only paid $5 for, which was full price. They're a very cute pair of high-waisted, like orangish, burnt orange cargo pants. This is a very on-trend color. Cargo is really in right now. So I think that these will do well if I don't keep them. They are a size 10, but they look like super oversized. So I'm a size 12 right now. I'm hoping that they are gonna fit. I did find quite a bit of Eileen Fisher. This is Eileen Fisher. I paid up for this one. I paid 15 bucks, but it's a plus size 2X and it is 100% silk. Plus it's a very on-trend style, being a wide leg pant. So I thought I could not go wrong with those. And after doing comps, I should expect anywhere between $40 and $100, which I know sounds like a lot, but they were kind of all over the place. So I'm gonna do a little bit more research on that. Another brand I like selling in dresses, this is Fresh Produce. This is a size extra small. Normally I try to stick to the larger sizes in this brand. However, this was a $2 item as well. So I figured I could get at least 25 bucks for it. It is a midi length. The brand Quaker Factory, which is a plus size brand I like to get. This was also $2, size 2X. Pair of jogger pants. Mainly got them because they were plus size, but jogger's obviously a trendy silhouette right now, and it has this little metallic blue contrast. Another plus size brand I like to get, this is Talbot's. This is a size 2. This is on the $2 rack, but it looks like I paid 12 bucks for it and did not realize it, but that's okay. I think it'll still even out. This is a really pretty 2X top. I'll probably get 25 to 30 for that. Another soft surroundings top in a size large. I paid 12 for this, but I felt pretty confident in it because it is bright multicolor. It's 3/4 length sleeve. It has some ornate kind of like embroidery as well. And it's a little bit of a tunic length. So I'll look up that exact style, but I should be able to get at least 30 for it. This is a gorgeous piece. I don't know what size this is, but it's a larger size, and larger sizes in this brand always perform so well for me. It is Sundance, so I'm gonna use a size chart to figure out the size exactly. They estimate it being a size 2X, so we'll see. But anything size large and up in Sundance sells like lightning fast for me. I paid 12 for this, but like I said, I feel very confident in this purchase. This is, yeah, it looks like a plus size like tunic top. Gorgeous kind of gauzy material, beautiful peasant sleeves. Could not say no to this. I'm guessing at least 50 for that, but I will definitely look it up. Next bag is from the second location that we went to of Twice is Nice, or Twice as Nice. This is not for resale, but this is the kind of stuff that Joe picks up that drives me nuts, but hilarious because I love Friends. But how creepy is this pillow, honestly? Into the clothing purchases at this location. This one we also found some good stuff. These are Joe's. Let me set those over there. Oh, this was such a good deal. This is a men's really nice kind of insulated men's jacket in a size large, vintage label, nice green and black color coats. It's a Thinsulate loft insulation. So I've got a little bit of info there I'll have to look up. It also has like the cinch details on the bottom. I only paid $5 for this. They priced it at $5. So I was like, heck yes. There's a little spot I need to wipe off right here, but I'm guessing, I don't know, probably like at least 40, if not like a lot higher than that. This is so gorgeous. I could not say no to it. It did not matter what the brand was to me. But this is kind of an older brand called Sorbet. They make a lot of interesting pieces. This is a women's size large, and this multicolor just screamed yes to me. Like, I could not say no to this little zip hoodie. There are a couple of very minor, like, I don't know, I guess I call them discolorations at the bottom. I'm gonna try to get those out, but even still, this should sell. It is hooded. This is the kind of stuff I feel like people are looking for right now. Bright multicolor, like 70s, 80s vibes. I paid $16 for this, so I paid up for sure, but I'm gonna price this up just because it is very like one of a kind. I'll probably price that somewhere between like 50 and $60. I gotta do some more research. This is a men's LL Bean robe, vintage fleece. I have to look this up because I'm really not sure. Joe actually grabbed this and said it had pretty good comps, so hopefully he's right. Men's size large, again, vintage. That's gonna help to up the value. I paid 12. If I had to guess, this is also longer length, very good colorway also. I would guess at least $50 for this. Also a great men's find. I paid $12 for this. It is a vintage Pendleton men's 100% wool vintage shirt, like a flannel. Anything Pendleton and wool right now is performing really well, and I thought that this was a high quality enough piece that even moving into spring it would still probably sell. Very interesting like pointed collar here as well, and it's got some hounds too, so that's gonna up the value. Look that up, but I would guess 40 to 50. This is a belt, which all the belts were priced at $5. This is a men's Coach belt, at least $25 for that. Ooh, this was a good find. I needed to, there's like a couple marks on this. I'm gonna see if I can get out, but otherwise it's in really great condition. Tory Burch size 12 silk dress. I paid $15. It is so gorgeous. It's got the, you know, the little logo here on the back. It is a midi length, gorgeous, like 3/4 length multicolor midi dress. So pretty. I'm definitely gonna have to look up the exact style on that, but I would guess, I don't know, at least 50 bucks, if not much higher than that. This is another midi dress I got in that brand I talked about before, Soft Surroundings, size small. I find that their midi to maxi length dresses perform really well for me. This is a really gorgeous gauzy, like pinkish purple, very login look vibe. Side pockets as well. I paid 13. I would guess at least 40. Oh, this was another like just cool, colorful piece. This is the brand Ace and Jig, which if you guys aren't familiar with it, some of their pieces go for a lot. I would say they're kind of hit and miss on what you get. I paid 14 bucks for this, but I felt confident in it because it is a jacket and it's that bright multicolor that everybody is after right now. So I think this colorway is going to pull it through really well, but I will obviously do more research on that particular piece and add it up in the totals for the end of the video. It's at least 40 on that, if not more. There's another Sundance piece. It's kind of plain, but the main reason I got it was because it's a size large. This larger stuff just flies for me. I paid 9 for this. Like I said, it's pretty plain, but I think I can get at least 30, if not closer to 40 for it. Very minimalist, kind of baby doll looking top. Just the fact that it's a size large is definitely going to help it to sell. More J. McLaughlin. This one is not Catalina cloth. It is a linen top, but it's a gorgeous yellow popover. Let's see. I paid 13 for this. I expect around 40. This is a good piece too. This is only Pima cotton, which is not what they're known for, but I did do comps on this and it was still really good. It's Peruvian Connection, kind of longer length, open knit sweater. I paid 12. I should be able to get at least 40. This is Garnet Hill, a brand I don't normally pick up, but their cashmeres do really well. This is also a size large. It is a cashmere long length cardigan. I paid 12 for it. Kind of open knit, really a beautiful dusty purple color. Another J. McLaughlin piece. This one is Catalina cloth. It is a top, size medium. I paid 13. I'll expect 35 to 40. A couple more pieces from this store, and then we'll finish up with the final store, the Goodwill. All right, this is another Peruvian Connection piece, and this one is new with tags. I paid 14 bucks for this. It is a really gorgeous tank top. I don't know what comps look like on this. It's like a knit tank top, but the fact that it's new with tags is definitely going to increase the value. It is Pima cotton. And last item from this store and location, I got a lot at this one, is this piece I actually found in the sleepwear section, which is an Anthropologie brand, Floriat. And this, I don't know if it's probably a one size fits all, but it is a gorgeous dainty bohemian kimono. I mean, the intricate details on this are so pretty. I could not say no to this. I paid 12 bucks for this. I have no idea yet, but I had a really good feeling about it just because of all the mixed colors, the mixed prints, and just how dainty this was. I'd guess at least 40 for that. All right, now I'm gonna dive into the final store of this trip. I don't know if we'll stop somewhere on the way back, but at least up until this point now, and I think it'll be the final place that we have gone, is a Goodwill that I hit in Charlottesville, Virginia. This place was really, really good. I got a ton of stuff here too, so let me show you because I got some really good finds that are gonna help to really increase profits. All right. First up, I paid $8.99 for this. This is a flight suit by the brand Roth & Co. It is new with tags, which is the main reason I got it. Any kind of military or like hunting gear, I always look up. This actually had really great comps and I should be able to sell it for 40. This is a Duluth women's pair of nylon overalls. These also had really great comps. I paid $7.49. I think I was gonna list them for 35 to 40. Men's brand that is sold on the Huckberry website. If you guys have heard me talk about it, then you know I love pretty much every brand on that site. It is Proof. This is a men's size large, just button up, kind of gorp-core-ish shirt. I paid $5.99 for that. I should probably be able to sell it for at least 35. This is a maternity brand that performs really well. It is Kindred Bravely. This is a dress. I think it's a nursing dress, and I paid $7.49. I should be able to sell it for around $30 to $35. Talbot's plus size piece. This one's a 2X. With Talbot's plus size pieces, I try not to get anything too plain because you do have to factor stack with these lower tier brands, but I thought this one was really good. Very spring. It's embroidered puff sleeve. I paid $5.99. Should be able to sell that for $25 to $30. Eileen Fisher sweater. I paid $4.99 for this. This is like a short sleeve, not wrap, but like almost like a vest. It's got some slit sides. It's ribbed. I think it's a wool blend. I've got to look up more info on that, but I would guess at least $35 for that. It does really well for me in summer. It is Chubby's. This is a men's size small, kind of like pop over polo with a nice print. It's got dolphin prints on it. I paid $5.99. I'll expect somewhere between $25 and $30. This is the brand Linksole, which every year tends to have a great sell-through rate. These are a men's size extra large pair of new with tags shorts, so I felt pretty confident on that pickup. I paid $6.99 for these, and I should be able to sell them for probably 30 bucks. I gotta figure out the style for this one, but this is what feels like a newer style Lululemon women's shirt. Does feel like a larger size. I paid $5.99 for it. There's that logo. Very, very soft feeling top. I would guess $25 to $30. Ooh, this is a really interesting collaboration. You guys will have to let me know if you guys have heard of this collaboration. I did pay up for this. It is Tommy Bahama with Pendleton. Have you guys heard of that? I've never heard of this. So this is new with tags. It is a women's. It retails for $125. I only paid $12.99 for it. And I saw that these have a pretty decent sell-through rate, and the ones that were selling new with tags were going for around 50 to 60 bucks. But there's not very many listed or sold, so I'm gonna do a little bit more research. I might be able to price slightly higher. All right, next up. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot that I actually went to another place the other day. Let me finish this haul up from this one store. I got a couple of men's vintage like 70s shirts. These were all together, which was pretty cool. Very like disco 70s vibes. This is called Cabot, men's size medium. You can see it's kind of sheer, and that's why I'm gonna use the keyword disco. Very nice colors on this. Kind of feels like a silky satin a little bit. I paid $5.99. I'll probably list that for around $35 to $40. Same thing. I'm not gonna go too hard on the brand, but same kind of shirt. These are just very gorgeous colors in a vintage shirt that you're probably not gonna find anywhere else. Paid $5.99 for that as well. Same thing, probably $35 to $40. This one's actually Joe's, so I'm not gonna include it in this like total. I found this for him and I was like, do you want this? He loves vintage t-shirts. So here is the brand label. This is a men's size large. It is a vintage Taco Bell shirt. How funny is that? Single stitch. I believe it is from the 90s, but pretty cool piece of history. Could not say no to that. Here's another, what I think is a vintage 70s, 80s shirt. This one has like very Western vibes. Very nice colorway to this one as well. Again, $35 to $40. Anytime I see any kind of what looks like rare camo print, I always look it up. This is a vintage Mossy Oak men's camo shirt, size 2XL. I have not figured out the camo name to this yet. I gotta look it up, but very interesting camo print. And I saw some of these going for like 40 to 50 bucks pre-owned. So I gotta figure out what the camo print name is, but I definitely think that's a good flip. I paid $5.99, it's around 40 for that. All right, this next one is a women's larger size hoodie by LL Bean, size XL. I paid $6 for it. Very nice graphic on this one. Probably $25 to $30. This one I didn't even look up comps for. I just got it because it was so cool. I do really well with mod cloth, plus size stuff. This is a 1X. Kind of has like a Nordic print, but it's got bats on it. I just thought this was so cute. I could not say no. Even if I only get 25 for it, I wanted to get it. I paid $5.99. I'm not sure if this is a dress or a nightgown, but I got it either way. It's by the brand Title IX. I perform really well with dresses in this brand. This was in the pajamas section, but I feel like it might just be a dress. I don't know if they make pajamas, but either way, I still thought it was a really great pickup. I paid $4.49 for this. A dress, I'll probably list it for around 30 to 35. If not, I'll have to do some comps. Right, next up and last piece for that store is a men's Eddie Bauer leather jacket. This thing's super heavy. I paid 15 bucks for it. It's a men's size extra large. It does have some, like, I guess leather discoloration, but I think that it honestly adds value to it. A lot of people are looking for like the distressed leather, not holes, but distressed colorway. This thing is so heavy. Great comps on this still. High sell-through rates. I paid 15. I think I'm gonna list somewhere between $65 and $100. So we'll see on that one. I totally forgot that somewhere in the last few days, not yesterday, but we ended up stopping at another Goodwill, and I want to say it was in Charlottesville, not in Richmond, and actually came out with a lot of good pieces in the dresses category. So I'm going to show you that little haul from that area, and then I will, at the very end of this, give you guys the total of how much we spent on this working vacation and how much we project to make sales-wise, and see if it all evens out or if we end up making more. I got a feeling we're gonna make more. I can't believe I forgot about this haul. All right, so first up, I've got two of these. These were priced up, but they were also the half off color. They were originally priced at 13 bucks, so I paid $16.50. They are Duluth plus size women's skort, and they are new with tags. So very happy about that. Skorts performed really well for me last year, and Duluth plus size pieces always perform well for me also, and new with tags. So great pickup there. I'm guessing probably about 30 for each of those. All right, this one is another item from that store. I paid $5.49. This is an Eileen Fisher women's size large wool blend kind of midi skirt. I need to do some comps on that, but I am guessing probably 30 to 40 on that. Okay, this next one is an item I found in the women's athletic wear, but it's actually men's, which I love when that happens. Pair of men's Lululemon pants. I paid $5.49. They do have some all over light pilling, but I still think they'll sell pretty quickly. Here is the Lululemon logo. I've got to figure out the style on these. There was a size dot, but no style dot, so they must be an older style. I would guess with the pilling and everything, probably 30 to 40 bucks on these. Here's another skort. This is by the brand Spartina, which is not a brand I come across very often. This just felt so high quality, said it was made in Peru, multicolor, heavy duty. So I looked it up and pretty decent comps, and I expect the sell-through rate will also go up towards spring and summer. I paid $5.49. I'm gonna probably list that $4.25 to $30. Here's a dress brand that always performs really well for me. It is Tommy Bahama. This is a women's size large cover-up dress. I'm guessing probably 30 to 35 on this, kind of tiered, tattered hem here. I think I paid the tags. There wasn't a tag on it. I think she just charged me what the other dresses were, which, let me see if I can find one here. $7.99, maybe $6.99. All right, this one is a skirt that I did pay up for. I paid $9.99, but it is new with tags, and it is plus size Ralph Lauren. This retails for $135. It is a long length nautical midi to maxi length skirt, so I thought that that would do really well. I'm gonna ask at probably around 50 for that. This is a really gorgeous plus size piece. This is Torrid super soft knits, which normally performs pretty well for me, but I do try to stick to the more substantial pieces. This is a size 2. This is a really gorgeous lacy tiered baby doll top. Just thought this was very on trend, and it's very high quality feeling as well, very heavy. I paid $4.99. I'll probably only list it for $25 to $30, but I thought it was a great pickup. This is the brand Rails, and this is a really gorgeous embroidered top. I don't remember the style name of this, but I did look that up and it was doing pretty well. Specifically on Poshmark, I paid $6. I'll probably list that for $30 to $35. This is a Talbot's plus size cardigan, multicolor, so I think it'll still do well in spring. I paid $4.99. I'll probably list it for $25. All right, last bag coming your way. Found a lot of really great dresses at this place. $7.49 is how much they're charging for dresses. This is a Calvin Klein size 12, so a little bit of a larger size. New with tags dress. And this is a really gorgeous midi length purple velvety dress. I could not say no to this. It has the length, it's new with tags, it's a larger size, could not say no. This brand was on Poshmark's like trends report. It's a sustainable brand and it does have a good following. It doesn't sell for a lot, but it does have a following. It is Quince or Quince. This is a size large and it's a new with tags pair of pull-on pants. I'm probably only going to ask $25 to $30 for those, but thought that was a good pickup. I paid $5.49. Here's another really gorgeous dress find. This is another Calvin Klein size 8. I paid $7.49. This one is not new with tags, but look at the Barbie core styles on this. This thing is so long. It is a gown. Very gorgeous, kind of like tulip mermaid hem gown. Very, very pretty. Zips in the back. So could not say no to this. I'm probably going to price this one up quite high as long as there are no exact ones in the exact size. I really don't know yet. I'm guessing at least $50 and higher. This is a brand that performs well for me in vintage stuff. It is Liz Claiborne. This is a vintage little dress. These were very on trend last year, so I think they will be again this year. And this one has the cutest little ruffle hem as well. Paid $7.49. I'm probably gonna list that for $35. Last piece is another one that I paid up a little for. This is J. Jill. I usually try to stick to plus sizes in this brand. This is a size extra large, which isn't quite plus size, but it is new with tags. So that's the main reason I got it. This Wherever line in dresses usually performs well for me. I paid $9.99 for it. It is a maxi length dress with a little side slit, and I think I'm gonna list it for probably close to $40. All right, you guys, so that is the end of today's haul. I'm going to pop up on the screen all of the totals of all of the stuff I just showed you, plus obviously the one from the first thrift haul. Let's see how much we can expect to make from this trip. In total for this trip, I think everything that I got has a projected sales amount of around $3,300. My total cost of goods ended up being $637. My average sale price I'm expecting to be around $43 with an average cost of goods of around $8. You can see some of my other expenses here. Remember that we stayed at that Airbnb for pretty much free, but we did have to stay at a hotel the day before we were able to enter the Airbnb, which is where that lodge expense is coming from. In total, my expenses were a little over $1,200. Potential gross profit after all is said and done is around $2,100, which I feel like is pretty good. I definitely could have squeezed some more out of my expenses, and I definitely could have gone to more places, but for a leisurely trip, I think that we did pretty well. So that's the breakdown. How do you guys think I did? If you guys really enjoyed this combination of travel and thrift hauls and profit breakdowns, drop your comments down below and let me know, because I would love to keep doing videos like this as we travel to different places. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.